And we're back. Back to Let's Play Star Wars: The Old Republic. Jedi Knight Forged Alliances Part 2, where we actually need to go back to Manan. Alright, so the fire note syrup is crystal. I need to remove that one. Right. There we go. Remove that one, place that one in, and I need to remove, I believe, Bioadept package, which is this one. Nope, it's this one. Alright. Now I can place that one in. Hold on, these two are both Alacret. They're exactly the same, right? You, my friend, are an upgrade, but unfortunately I cannot use that upgrade just yet. Right. Here we go. Manan. So sad they didn't release a stronghold for this planet just yet. Maybe like have one part above and another part below, or entirely below the sea. Oh, that would be so nice.
Hey, I just called T3 to have him find you, and he said you were already on the way. That's some impressive timing.
What are you doing here, Theron?
Digging, just like I said I would. Let me show you what I've got so far. Colonel Derek commanded our strike on Korriban, supposedly to gather valuable intelligence data, none of which has been turned over to the SIS. This is the Sith you spoke to on Tython, Darth Arkus, member of the Dark Council, organizer of the attack on the Jedi Temple.
You found a connection between them?
Yes. They've both been paying visits to the same genetics lab in an underwater facility here on Manan. They're headed down there again as we speak.
How quickly can you arrange transportation? We can catch up to them and find out the truth before any more lives are lost.
Oh, hold up. There's more. With Derek and Arkus working together, the timing of the attacks makes perfect sense. They weren't really attacks at all, they were robberies.
Robberies? What do you mean?
The Imps hauled something out of the Jedi Temple just before you got there. A few security hollows were still working, so I got a shot of it. Derek's top guy, Commander Jensen, grabbed something similar on Korriban. I ran the images through some databases. They were pieces of ancient Rakata technology.
As in, technology from the ruthless empire that conquered the galaxy before the founding of the Republic?
Yes, you can understand my concern. I'm pretty sure Derek and Arkus have brought their Rakata tech to the lab. We're gonna have to go in and figure out exactly what they're doing with it. There. I've arranged transport to get you in, but security will probably come after you with more than smiles. Don't let them slow you down. While you're searching the lab for Arkus and Derek, I'm gonna meet with one last contact. I think she might have some interesting intel for us.
She?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Good luck down there.
And there we go. Now I did actually have my cell phone nearby, so if we actually need to get back up to good old-fashioned light or dark side action, we can still do it, but for Knights of the Fallen Empire, yeah, we won't be using that option. As a matter of fact, at the start of Shadow of Revan, we'll probably be getting rid of that option back there. And then, now don't worry, I'm not just going to go and stop doing it. It does tie in a little bit with what they say at what was that plant called again? Not McCabe. Hold on. Rishi. Yeah, it does tie in with our class mission on Rishi for the Jedi Knights. Why I'm doing light and dark side, stuff like that.
Theron here.
So yeah.
I'm patched into the lab's tracking systems. Looks like Arkus and Derek are still inside. There's a security checkpoint ahead that can grant you access to the rest of the facility. Transmitting coordinates now.
Alright. Here we go. Saber throw. Right. Here we go. Alright, not bad at all.
Interesting. I'm seeing records of a prisoner here, someone named Jakaro. I bet he could share some interesting stories with us. Looks like my contact's here. The chief of security is just ahead of you. Watch your step.
Lightsaber jerk.
Yeah. Still, I actually miss Jakaro a little bit. A little bit sad that we can't get him as a companion in Knights of the Fallen Empire or Knights of the Eternal Throne. Good old-fashioned Jakaro. And maybe it's just me, but I need to adjust the volume a little bit because it was a little bit loud. Whoa, what the hell? Right, that wasn't what I meant to do. Right. Everyone's inside. Nice. Let's do this. There we go. Kira, can you actually please, girl, help me kill this dude? Thank you. Oh, that was total bullshit. And yeah, I'm gonna be lowering the volume again. Tell Kira to attack this dude now. Thank you. Yeah. And now basically just still the exact same thing from here on out. Pretty much everything's the exact same. But yeah, this will be the only time I'm going to be playing through this. Well, no, I will be playing through this on the Smuggler, but I'll be doing this off camera. I'll only be recording the conversations for you guys, so that you guys all are still able to actually follow what the hell I actually all did during these conversations with Terran and Lana Beniko. But yeah, everything else is exactly the same.
Greetings! My master compliments your impressive skill and would like to share his appreciation for this noble rescue.
This is hardly the time for embellished translations. I'm sure your master would agree.
Oh dear. Please let us out of here. We beg you!
Your droid seems to be missing a few pieces.
Those modifications occurred before our imprisonment here. My esteemed Master Jakaro is a specialist in discreet cargo delivery. I am his translator, C2D4, former servant of Revan's Queen Lena of... Yes, well. Jakaro was contracted by a Selkath geneticist, Garima, to deliver certain medical equipment, perfectly legal, to this facility. But once the delivery was made, payment was never rendered. Instead, we were imprisoned and interrogated by two very unpleasant individuals.
Colonel Derek and Darth Arcus?
We were never introduced. Very rude, to be perfectly honest. After the interrogation, they told Garima to use us as fodder for some kind of experiments.
What kind of genetic experiments would call for a Wookiee and a droid?
Thanks to your timely intervention, I hope we'll never have to find out.
Your story checks out. Just did a little digging on these two. Charges against them both for smuggling, disorderly conduct, assault.
Even the droid?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Never mind.
Whatever they may have done, my contact has a good feeling about them. Thinks they might come in handy. Let's see if she's right.
Now these aren't really light or dark side choices, so I can pick either one of them.
All right. We're in this together. Ready?
Thank you!
Now if one of those two were actually a light or dark side action, then I would have actually had rolled the die, but unfortunately there wasn't really any light or dark side action.
I'm slicing the facility files and I keep finding references to the Order of Shasa, some pack of Force-using Selkath. They aren't Jedi or Sith. I'm still not sure how they tie into all of this, but I imagine you're going to run into them. Be careful.
The Order of... actually... We actually will be changing lightsabers really soon, actually. I have a surprise for you guys. Something which I've actually sworn I would never do, I actually did do. Before you guys all are asking, no, I did not buy any credits from one of those credits seller thingies. What I did was completely inside the SWTOR agreement. I basically just used my cartel coins from the cartel market. As you guys can already actually see, a little taste. Oh my! If you really actually want me to kill you, then all you had to do was just tell me to kill you. Didn't have to like pull me all the way back, because I still wasn't finished with that dude over there. Oh, you guys actually killed him already. Right? Man, I love this the Force Leap ability. Actually, it would actually go really great with concentration. Now that I think of it. Yellow paper stacks and burning effect on the target that heal builds up 3 charges. Centric focus increases the next damage. Oh my god, I think I actually am going to go focus concentration. Jesus Christ.
I'm registering some tech near you that reads like it's from the Rakata. See if you can't open up the network for me. I'll slice in and take a look.
Right. Now, it's not really a great stealth stuff that I can do, but it's still stealth. And it only has 45-second cooldown. So yeah, maybe I should have actually done this on my my shadow actually before I actually went off to do the Jedi Knight. But I'll probably be using stealth on my Sentinel a lot, same with the agent, I believe. So yeah. Now I am going to be killing these guys down here. Don't worry about it. You guys still will be getting a combat.
Feel my force.
guys will still be getting your combat, so stop crying. There we go. Right. There we go. Still have enough concentration, focus for my overload saber. Just need only 3 for that. There we go. Love stealth. Love it. Let's activate this. Rocket boots. Jump.
Feel my force.
Get off. There we go. There we go. Should now normally be outside of the pool area he basically is creating. Now down here, this is actually probably one of the only places when you can actually lose your companion. There we go. Three, two, 1, 0. He's dead.
Greetings. We haven't met in person, but your associate asked me to contact you while he's busy with his scanning equipment. Apparently, he's picking up powerful energy readings from Garima's laboratory. Readings consistent with Rakata technology. Theron and I agree that this is a dangerous sign. Whatever is going on in that lab, please do your best to stop it.
And now I'll actually will have to roll a die.
Are you Garima?
Azigazgato umpa volta kapi. Tane es hazigazdak.
You need to stop what you're doing and answer my questions.
As uge feda leg job as uregviko had melt akisok.
I want to know what Derek and Arcus are planning. What are you doing here?
Volte sak fet ut azo negre. Akon ivolomar. Meg bis hato sadmeg. Seze meles nehes volt felis merni. Ogene kunk. Toleras ege mas fonal est. Mege iteletet. Atenger filenes as edges. Folio semisem. Ugen is it key.
What are you waiting for? Do it! Before he has a chance to betray us again!
And here we go. So yeah, let's roll the die. I'm pressing it right now. Actually, you know what? If I actually turn on my audio, you guys should normally be able to hear it roll. You guys all hear it? And it's a 3, which basically means light side action. Ooh.
You don't have to be like him, Jakaro. You can be better.
Well, that explains the dead guards.
I knew I sensed someone familiar.
I told you to let it go. You did your part. None of this concerns you.
A Jedi isn't so easily distracted from the truth, Derek.
You don't even know what you're interfering with.
Garima, thank you for forwarding the research data along. Our infinite army will serve us well. You can keep the prototypes.
We're working for the good of the entire galaxy. The Republic, the Empire, everyone. We can't let you interfere.
Feel free to die before the facility reaches crush depth. It will probably be more comfortable that way.
Hello again. I'm afraid that all of the emergency pods have been ejected, and all hatches leading back to the facility entrance are sealed. Fortunately, I procured a small watercraft for just this eventuality.
You're done.
The autopilot should have a dock and hatch near your location shortly. Hurry.
Now, for all of you guys who actually are wondering, you pressed more than once. That's mainly because if I don't press more than once, it basically just sometimes rolls one if I actually am on a one. So basically that's just me making sure it's totally random. So yeah. So if it actually lands on anything other than that same number, for example...
champion is after you. I can sense its power from here. It's considerable.
For example, if it's... right now I did roll... What was it? A 5, I believe? No, a 3.
Your time is short. Be merciless.
So, if I actually roll a 3 right now, then I'll basically just re-roll it again till it's something else.
Show it you will not back down.
Just get back up there. Just get back in there now. There we go. I know I could actually easily wait, but yeah. I'd rather not really wait for that freaking AoE thing to come down. Alright, just get in there and tell Kira to actually follow me. There we go.
Feel my force.
It's on the offensive.
I think I need to go running around to heal, give Kira some more health. I think she'll be fine. Go. Actually, she may perhaps not be fine. Alright, well, I'll just go down here and grab some more health for her. There we go. So it's trying to get the aggro back from Kira, but I think it's a little bit too late for that droid. Here we go.
It's on the offensive.
I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, she needs some more health, so let's
Hardly move.
go down here. Tell her to follow us. Tell her now to go back out there and kick some ass. We are going in there too without a lightsaber. We're just gonna smash it down. There we go. Punch.
And stay down.
There are my lightsabers.
Excellent work. Now let's get you back to the surface.
And I think we just level up 2 times. Nice. Which means we now got accelerated victory. Right, nice.
Apologies, but the remote docking procedure isn't quite finished.
You're a Sith.
But not your enemy. Not today. Now, are you interested in a ride back, or would you prefer to swim?
Sith or not, I won't turn down a helping hand.
I do appreciate a pragmatic mind. And there we are. Your transportation is ready. Safe travels.
And here we are back up again. Now I'm going to be ending off the episode when we finish Forged Alliances Part 2. So yeah. And then next time we'll be finishing Part 3 and the last part of the Prelude. And then next week we'll probably be starting off Shadow of Revan on the Jedi Knight. And then after that, I think we'll be going with the Smuggler and the Bounty Hunter. No, the Bounty Hunter, then the Smuggler. I think we're going to go that way. First finish off 2. Actually, should actually do this also while we're still here. Checking up the mail. Juicy gossip from Kira. Close call. And robes. There we go. And let's return back to Terran Shan.
I just think it might put everyone at ease if you ditch the lightsaber.
Is that really necessary? Surely I'm not as intimidating as you imply.
You can understand our concern, I'm sure.
As I'm sure you can understand mine. I've come to help, and I can hardly do that without my weapon of choice.
Lana Beniko, dedicated Imperial citizen and fully armed Sith Lord.
But you don't need to worry about that.
Arcus manipulated her and her people, same as Derek did to us. She's already shared a lot of good intel. Based on your work in the lab, we know that Arcus and Derek are working together, manipulating both sides for some third party.
They're Revanites, members of the Order of Revan, a secretive cult that's had its claws in the Empire for many years. It seems they've pierced the Republic now as well.
I'm not sure I've ever heard of this Revan person.
I'm sure Theron could tell you all about him.
He was a Jedi, then he was a Sith, and he was a Jedi again all about 300 years ago. I'll send you a history file. We know the Revanites have highly placed moles in both the Republic and the Empire. That means we have no idea who we can really trust.
Then it's up to us to stop them.
My master, the incomparable Star Captain Jakaro.
Is more interested in action than discussion, and This is his translator, C2D4.
Former interpreter for Her Eminence, Queen Leda of Unteran.
Yeah, we got that earlier. All of it.
I saw your list of known accomplices earlier. Quite impressive. Could any of them help us find where these traitors might be hiding? Superb. Then if Theron agrees...
Go ahead and get the ship prepped. I'll cover our tracks and catch up.
Very well. It's been a pleasure meeting you. May the Force ever serve you.
You'd better travel separately. If the Revanites put a tail on us, they won't know which to follow.
If the Revanites realize their trap didn't work, won't that make things worse?
I think it's better if they do see you. They'll have to alter their plans to compensate, and that's when they'll make mistakes. I better get moving. Watch your back out there.
Alright, now back to the fleet, and then I can actually go out and record the last episode of the week, basically. Well, hold on, wait. Monday, Empire at War. Tuesday, SWTOR, Empire at War. SWTOR, Empire at War. Yeah, SWTOR is basically the end of the week episode. Alright. Huh.
There you are. Our first few interviews with Jakaro's friends went well, believe it or not. We're going to start with some antique smugglers from the exchange. See if the Revanites have gone for any other Rakata tech.
Have you found any traces of Colonel Derek or Darth Arcus?
Not one. Apparently, the Revanites know a thing or two about staying hidden. The Order of Revan. That family has even more pull than I thought.
You're related to Revan?
You never heard that story? Bastila Shan, Revan's great Jedi love? The name made it all the way down to me, even if the Force didn't. Look, Revan was a wild card, and his crazy cult of followers is bound to be the same. Highly trained bravado aside, we're up against some long odds here. You sure you still want to be dragged into all this?
The Revanites are a danger to the entire Republic. We can't afford to ignore them.
If you keep going up against impossible enemies, it's going to turn into a habit. All right, I'd better get back to Lana and Jakaro before they do anything. I'll get in touch as soon as we get something concrete. Stay safe.
Alright, thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye guys.